everybody, and welcome back to On the Couch with Dustin. We're going to talk about the Justice League. Yeah. So, first of all, it's not a bad movie, okay? It's entertaining, it's fun, which has been sorely lacking from a lot of DC's projects. So yeah, they're getting there. They're getting there. There were certain parts of the movie, which, no spoilers, I'm not going to do any spoilers or anything like that. There were certain parts of the movie that did feel forced with the humor. Like, for a long time it was rumored that there was a no joke clause, no humor clause in the DC movies. Man of Steel. I really don't like Man of Steel. But it seemed like that there was just a lack of fun. Which DC comics tend to be more on the light-hearted side than other comic book companies. And it showed with their main roster. You know, with Batman being the main exception to that. But Superman has always been more of a good, kind-hearted character that was always a little upbeat. And it seemed like that they're actually trying to get to that. So, the movie is not bad. It's not perfect, but it is better than what they've been putting out. It's still behind Wonder Woman a little bit, and it's mainly because of a few gripes that, I mean, I'm not the only one that even noticed this. There were other people that were like, "Ooh," but we're just going to talk about the elephant in the room. The CGI on certain parts of this movie is horrible. It is really bad, and it really takes you out of the movie. Main thing, almost all of Cyborg, which I love the character of Cyborg. The guy that played him, I don't know his name, but did a really good job. I don't understand why they didn't do a lot of the stuff on him with practical effects. The CGI looked bad. It looked really weird and out of place. He looked too angular, too sharp, too almost skeletal sometimes. And Cyborg, I've always kind of, even in the later comics and stuff, he's always been a little bit more bulky, you know, kind of like that, which I don't understand why they didn't use CGI, or why they didn't use practical effects for that and they used CGI. Now, his arm cannon and stuff, yeah, I totally get his arm transforming into the cannon. I understand that completely. But the CGI threw me out a lot when he was on screen. Another thing, too, the big bad, Steppenwolf. It just, I've already had gripes with why they use Steppenwolf. I mean, this is Justice League. This is supposed to be the bringing together of all the core Justice League members. Or the core from, I think, basically the New 52 minus Green Lantern. I don't think Cyborg was ever a founding member of that until later years, like much later. But Steppenwolf is not a well-known enemy, especially for casual fans, which they are totally going for that in this. This was aimed at a casual fan. This was not for the hardcore fan. From some of the jokes and stuff and some of the callbacks and some of the little Easter eggs, this was not for hardcore. This is for casual fans. The hardcore fans would probably appreciate Steppenwolf being in there, but there was, other than the parademons and stuff like that, there was never any of the allusion to where Steppenwolf came from, except that, you know, they wanted the Earth to look like his home planet. They never said Apocalypse by name or anything like that. They never really tied into any of his stuff with you know, Darkseid or anything like that either, which was really unusual. And I really didn't want to stay for an in-credit scene, because honestly, I mean, the little Flash and the Superman race was cool. I enjoyed that. Flash would totally win, by the way. But yeah, that's my main complaints with the movie. Now, characters. 1, Wonder Woman. Gorgeous as always. I love the way that she was played. Great, no problems there. Aquaman. Surprisingly, my favorite part of the movie. Was not expecting that at all. I was expecting to like The Flash a lot more than what I liked everybody else, but Aquaman kinda became my favorite character halfway through the movie. And I'm not exactly sure how that happened. It's not like he's got a bigger part in it or anything like that, because it's broken fairly evenly from the new characters, with a little bit of character development, a little bit of backstory thrown in there to kind of, oh, okay, this is it. But for most people, they're going to know these characters. That little bit was okay, but I get that they can't really go into too much detail because of running time, and you know, they basically had to introduce 3 new characters, and that was going to be difficult. But yeah, Aquaman, Jason Momoa, he did a really good job, and I liked his Aquaman. I really did. I will go see an Aquaman movie. I'm gonna go see it, absolutely. Flash, again, he was alright. He was the comic relief. Some of his stuff seemed a little forced, and a little like, okay, you have to be funny right here. And you could tell where that was going. You know, there were some things that I really did laugh at, some of the things that he said. But other than that, I was just expecting to like him a lot more than everybody else, because I like the Flash. I like that character. I like that whole stick that he's got, the whole speed and the jokester thing, and almost like he's a slightly toned down Spider-Man when it comes to humor. You know, he's a motor mouth. He's always talking, and but yeah, I mean, it was okay. And Cyborg, I felt, was probably the weakest of the new 3 characters. Now, not saying that it was bad at all. Like I said, he did a really good job. And the thing that kept drawing me out, and it may be coloring my opinion, was just the CGI. It didn't look right. It just looked off. It looked weird. But I liked what they did. You know, him brooding, thing, the whole, absorbing into the machine and all that fun stuff. I did like that. I enjoyed it. But it just, I can't get over the CGI. It just threw it up. And there's other parts of this movie. If you don't know about it, you'll never notice. But if you had heard anything about the CGI mustache removal, you will not be able to unsee that. You just won't. You'll know which ones they shot when he had the mustache and they had to CG it out. You'll know. I thought that was funny, but it wasn't super like, oh, but it was there. You noticed it. But if you didn't know about it, people would probably never notice it. But yeah, you could tell, and it didn't bother me as much as I thought it would. It was more humor. But like I said, I do like how they're going. I like how they're going with this. Now, and I really liked, Ben Affleck as Batman. I think he actually made a pretty good Batman. I'm a little disappointed to hear that he might not be playing Batman anymore. Especially when DC finally seems to be getting stuff on track, which they wanted to do like Marvel, and they didn't realize, oh, we might want to try to build this up a little bit more. With multiple movies, instead of throwing this stuff in there with, like, was it 3 movies so far? 3 or 4 movies? If you count Suicide Squad, which is in the DC universe. But yeah, I see where they want to go. And I'm hoping that they don't try to copy-paste what Marvel's doing. That works for Marvel. That may not work necessarily for DC. And that's where I'm a little worried. It seems like they're going the right direction. They're getting away from grim, dark, and having a little bit more fun with their movies, where it's actually fun to watch. But at the same time, I'm worried they're going to skew too far over into copying what Marvel's doing, and then everybody's going to be like, oh, they're just copying what Marvel's doing. Marvel has a formula that they're doing now, and you can see it. but it's working for them. So I'm hoping they don't do that. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see and we hope. But yeah, like I said, it's worth seeing. If you can't get out to the movie theater, that's fine. Get it on Blu-ray or DVD when it comes out, or on demand. But definitely watch it. It's okay. It's a cool movie. It's got some good moments. It's got some cringy moments. But it is a worthy addition to what DC is trying to do. So hopefully it gets better. And hopefully everything starts clicking and they get their own groove. So yeah, that's it. So that's it for the couch. So that's it. Alright guys, be nice to each other. Don't be dicks to each other. I love you all, and y'all take it care. Take it care. Take it care. Really, really. I'm not even drinking. I haven't drinking like 2 weeks. But anyway, alright, that's it for me guys. I love you all. Take it easy. Be nice to each other and try to be better people than you were yesterday. Alright, talk to you later. Bye.